Hello, Sunless Warriors. Happy Saturday. I think it's Saturday. Let's see. Yeah, it's Saturday. How's it all going with you guys? Hopefully everything's good. You guys are attending lots of clients. Well, it's slow season for some, but I mean, hope you're attending clients, regardless if it's some or a lot or a little. Being busy is always good. Today we're going to talk about cleaning your Maximist Evolution Tnt gun. Now, as you know, I am a big supporter of Maximist and Aura Allure spray training systems. And my favorites, you know, I've always been a plastic gun girl. Reason being is because they're light. I don't have carpal tunnel. I don't have arthritis. They're not heavy, where my arm's getting constantly tired. I mean, I tan for fitness shows, and so sometimes when I tan for fitness shows, I'm tanning a lot of clients. And for me, if I was tanning with a heavy gun or a metal gun, my arm would get tired so quickly. And I know a lot of my other employees or contractors would feel the same way too. Hi Athena, how are you, my dear? You know, I am so happy that I finally got to meet you in person at the Sunless Summit. I know I met you through Skype because I trained you, but I'm happy to meet you in person. So I'm very excited for that. Or I was very excited for that. I'm very happy. And so going back to the plastic guns, I've always been a plastic gun girl. Never had any issues with any of them. Oh, actually, I take that back. Had issues with the, what was it called? The Tanning Essentials Glam Gun. It was a plastic gun. I loved it because I love the way it sprays. Every time I look into getting a gun, the way it sprays is huge for me because that's going to tell me, all right, this is a good gun that's going to give me no errors. So I've always been a plastic gun. The thing that happened with the Tanning Essentials Glam Gun was it wouldn't leak, but the dial on the top of the gun, or the trigger part, the dial where you turn it to like 1 for the least amount of spray to the 8 for the max spray, that would always come off the track. And so it's like, all right, do I keep it? Do I try to fix it? Do I throw it away? I throw them away. But what happened was Tanning Essentials back in the days, they lost their license to ship to the US. So I had to upgrade. And the gun that I upgraded was, what was it? It was actually the Aura Allure. Did my research on other spray tan machines, and lo and behold, there came the Aura Allure. Love it. I have no issues with the Aura Allure. Well, actually, the one I'm using, I've had since 2016, the Aura Allure machine and gun, same one. The only issue I had was the leaky cup, which, you know what, when you are using a gun, you're unscrewing it and you're screwing it back on because you're pouring solution and switching solution, all that good stuff. But with the wear and tear, you know, it kind of affects, you know, the little parts inside and the grooves. So, but lucky it was an easy fix. It was, you know, get some plumber's tape and tape it around the outside of the rim and you're good to go. Your gun won't leak. So right now I still have my Aura Allure. Gave it a rest because I've been using it for so much. I mean, fitness shows, back-to-back clients, you name it, it's been used a lot. So I decided to give it a rest, and now I'm using my Maximist Evolution Tnt machine. The gun is very, very similar to, actually the machine itself and gun, they're very similar to the Aura Allure. I personally feel that the Maximist is a little bit more powerful than the Aura Allure, so I'm loving that. So right now, I'm going to clean my Maximist Evolution machine. If you guys have any questions about it, please let me know. Feel free and ask any questions you want about the Maximist. and I'd be happy to answer. And we're going to go ahead and clean it. I'm going to show you how. Is the machine loud? You know what? To be honest, it's not. It's not loud. I personally don't think it's loud because, and the reason why I say that is because I can talk to my clients while I'm tanning them, and I can hear them clearly, and they can hear me clearly. Same thing with the Aura Allure. The Aura Allure, it's not loud at all. I can still talk to my clients. You know, we can have a conversation with each other and understand what each other's saying. So I don't think it's loud. But then again, what is your definition of loud? Everybody has their own, you know, definition of what is loud. So I'm going to go ahead and clean my little Maximist Evo gun. I'm going to put this here. Hopefully it doesn't fall. Let me get a towel though. Okay. So here's my beautiful gun. You're welcome, Rachel. Here is my gun. Definitely have to clean it. I'm going to do a thorough clean on this too as well. I just want to clean the cup here. Alright. So, for instance, on your metal guns, I mean, even on your plastic guns, warm water and Dawn dish soap works wonders. It loosens up the any little particles inside a gun. Okay, that's clean. Beautiful, beautiful. So Dawn dish soap tends to, oh, probably need to take this off too. There we go. There's a little head to go ahead and screw that on. I'll put this down. There. So Dawn dish soap actually, mixed with warm water, tends to loosen up the any little particles that may be inside this needle here. Because sometimes, I mean, believe it or not, when you have, and I've actually heard this from other people that, oh, who said it? One person said that their Aura Allure stops spraying. It'll spray, then it'll stop spraying. Well, what can happen with that is, here's the parts of actually these parts that I'm taking apart, this actually goes for the same as the Aura Allure. Same parts. So what can happen with the Aura Allure, even with this gun too? With this gun, if there's any little dust particle inside, the gun could actually affect the way the gun sprays. It could actually stop it. So I had that happen to me before with my Aura Allure, where it just, air was coming out of it, but spray wasn't coming out of it. And sometimes spray would come out of it, and then it would stop spraying, and it's like, what the heck's going on here? Does my barrel inside have a crack? But I found out that there was a little bit of dust, because what I did was I filled it up with water. I went ahead and filled it up with water in the cup, went ahead and pressed back a couple of times to spray. I would constantly pull back and release, pull back and release, pull back and release, until that little piece of dust got out. And what happened? Yeah, I was right. A little piece of dust came out, and then the gun started spraying perfectly. Love it. So this is how you could do a deep clean with this gun. This is a Maximist. Same thing pertains to the Aura Allure too, though. And there you go. You have no little anything on here. It's just, you know, one piece. As you can see, here's your little ring right here. It goes right there. This doesn't come out. I'm just making sure it's good. But as you can see, I have some solution here that's on this needle. Let's see, a little bit of solution here on my finger from touching the needle here. So I see that. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and get some warm water and put it through here. And here you go. I don't even know if you can see that. I just let it go. Yeah, I'll let it go like this. There we go. So I just let it go. That's all I'm doing, is just putting water inside where it sucks up the solution to clean it all out. And it's working pretty good, and I'm seeing you'll see a lot of solution coming out. Let's see here if I can show you guys. I'm not sure if you guys can see. Oh, there you go. That's all I'm doing. Just putting water underneath. Cleaning it out. Putting some water underneath here too as well. Sorry guys, I'm trying to give you the best view as possible. And I think I'm failing in that. But you guys get the point of what I'm doing though. So, okay. So now I cleaned out the whole thing inside here. So I'm going to dry that out. Whoops! Right here. Okay. It's been raining here in Southern California. Now the sun's coming out. It's going to rain. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow too. So I'm cleaning this out. And what I did was I ran water into here and it comes out through there, and I did it until it is like clear water coming out. So now I'm drying it. Like I mentioned, this pertains to this cleaning method here pertains to the Aura Allure as well. So I'm going to clean this. See how this is dirty? It's like, ooh. You could also, to take these off, flip that off like that. And you can clean it like that too. Now, one thing you got to make sure though, when putting it back on, that's cool. One thing you have to make sure though when putting it back on is make sure the gasket is on and not loose. So make sure it just flips on there. Hi, Amy. Hello, pretty ladies. To you too. How are you? Hope you're having an amazing day. Okay, so this gasket is on good. Now, I'm gonna put that there. Oh, stay, little guy. There. So what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning out these, because believe it or not, when you take this out, solution is actually in there. I've taken this out and washed it, and it's like, ooh, brown. So I clean out all the parts. So now all the parts are thoroughly cleaned. So I'm just drying them out. Drying them out. Here we go. Okay, now all my parts are nice and clean and dried. So now I'm going to go ahead and put it back together again. So now I got all these cute little parts here going on. Got that, and 3 parts. Cold in Tennessee, no tan appointments for me today. Yeah, I didn't do any tan appointments. I did like 2 today, but then it's like, you know what? I'm gonna give myself the day off. Because I need to do things that need to get done. Hi, Viva. Love you, girl. Miss you. It was great seeing you and Kuspu and your husband in Vegas. That was like highlight of my day there. Always love spending time with you in Vegas. What I'm doing, Viva, is doing a little show and tell of the Maximist Evolution gun. How to do a nice deep cleaning in it. So, okay. So all my parts are here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one in. So when you're putting this one in, you have to make sure that it's in completely. You can't just hold it like this and put it like that. No. Make sure that you're pushing. because when you push inside, you're ensuring that the gasket is in there properly. When the gasket is not in there properly, then you can have issues such as solution leaking through the gaskets and coming out and you're on the sides of the rim of your cup. So you always want to make sure the gasket's in there good. So now my gasket is in there good. And I'm going to put these in. So one thing that I'm actually a distributor for the tanning store, which is where for the Aura Allures and the fascination machines. Those ones are good machines too. But one thing that the tanning store told me about the Aura Allure was that when I am putting together the nozzle, that I need to go ahead and press back on the trigger. This is something that the manual did not teach me or them. They had to be able how to figure it out. So I'm pressing back on the trigger. I'm continuing to hold the trigger back until every part is in. So here, I'm gonna put this back like that and see. Now see what happens when I go ahead and take my finger off the trigger. It goes like that. That can create an issue if you're putting back the other parts, and it can affect your spray. Athena says, is the needle plastic too? Yes. Let me take this off here. The needle is a plastic needle. A very good one indeed. You don't want it to ever take the needle off. But yeah, it's a really good sturdy needle. It's a plastic needle. Never had an issue with that. So going back to pressing back on the trigger and pressing back on the trigger. Putting back together part number 1. So you get that and you press that in, a little groove, find that groove. Here's part number 2. I usually, you know, we spray up and down. Put that like that. And then part number 3. Put that in. Oh, here, stay. There you go. And now that all the parts are in good, now I can take my finger off the trigger. And we're good to go. Now, let me get the cup here. And what I meant by when you have a gun like this, I said if it starts leaking, you're going to notice that it's going to leak on the rims. This gun, I've been using this gun since, what, October? Maybe August, September, I think September, October. I've been using this machine and it has never leaked, but it's still, I won't say it's still on the new side, but with my Aura Allure, because I've had it since 2016 and it started leaking along right here. And so that's when I got plumber's tape and started just wrapping it around the rim, outer rim here. And it hasn't leaked since for my Aura Allure. But right now I don't need to use the plumber's tape because this gun's not leaking. And I love that. But if you guys have a gun that does that, that's what you need to do. Plumber's tape. Home Depot, baby. Love Home Depot. You can get the little mini woven paint rollers there, which are good. There we go. So, there you go. I'm going to put this back here. Putting back the head, of course. You got to find the groove. Arrow, put the line. There you go. Just like that. Now, settings. Some people have their settings, you know, all the way back. It all depends on your airflow. I have my settings right there. Now, mind you, and I, for some reason, ever since I had my Aura Allure, ever since I had any machine that has a trigger like this with the knob in the back, I never pull all the way back on the trigger. When I spray, I'm like that. That's how much I pull back on the trigger, literally. I don't press all the way. I just press just a tiny bit back and I have a perfect spray. I mean, the way I spray with this gun is, I love it. And my clients love it because they can feel you know, when you're spraying them with the tanning machine. But yeah, some people, I mean, I could pull it back. And when I do pull it back all the way, I have more spray coming out. But me, I've guys, literally just pulled just a tiny bit back on the trigger, and I've always got a perfect spray with this gun. This gun, oh my god, this is amazing, along with the Aura Allure. That's why I am a big preacher of both machines, because they're light, they're very affordable. I mean, come on guys, they're easy to maintain. You just saw me maintain this gun, and it's like, it's nothing to it, really. Amy says, I've got Norvell machines similar to that one. Norvell machine. Ah, yes. The Norvell one. It's on the top of my tongue too, and I know what machine that is. But yes, the machine, the gun, that one, this video actually pertains to that one too as well. If the gun's like this, and I know it is because I've seen it. But yeah, that's why I'm a firm believer, and I speak highly of the Aura Allures and the Maximist Evolution Tnts, and you know, the Maximist, all the Maximist machines are amazing. All the Maximist machines are, I mean, truly amazing. But I mean, the gun's easy to maintain. The machine is easy to maintain. All you have to do for the Maximist Evolution Tnt is, you know, every now and then you gotta change the filters on the side, because that machine has 2 filters, one on each side. The Aura Allure machine has 1 filter underneath. So remember, definitely make sure you change your filters if you're spraying a lot of clients. I mean, because you don't want to have those dirty and then all of a sudden it clogs up your machine, because that's going to affect your spraying too as well. You guys have any questions about anything? I'm here to help you guys with the Aura Allure or the Maximist Evolution Tnt or the Maximus Pros. 2 amazing machines, very affordable. Not a heavy gun. I love plastic guns. Some people say that plastic guns are low quality and they're not good. I'm going to have to disagree with that, because I'm living proof of this gun that it sprays like wow. And it's, like I said, it's easy to clean, easy to maintain, can't go wrong. My clients do see a difference of the spraying from that gun, the Maximist, compared to my Aura. They say the Maximist is a little more powerful, and I guess supposedly I got quicker with spraying clients, because that's what one of them said. She's like, oh, you're faster at spraying now. And I'm like, didn't notice that, but it's like, okay. But there is a difference between the Maximist and the Aura. They're both great machines, but yeah, the Maximist has more, the Maximist Evolution Tnt has more power to it on the machine itself, the unit itself. There is there's a knob, and on that knob you can turn the power. It allows you to turn the power of the dial. It allows you to turn the power on low, where it still sprays out pretty good. Or you could have it, the power on medium, where the airflow, I mean, it's more powerful. And then you can have it on max, which is like, sprays a lot. I mean, we're talking power. But I usually spray it, I have the knob just a little bit before medium, a little bit before the middle, because I feel that the spray comes out great. It's powerful. I mean, it provides more the power that I need for the spray to come out. You could do thick solutions with that. You can do thin solutions with that. This gun could literally handle any velocity of the solutions, because I've tried it. All right, guys, so that is your 101 with how to clean your Maximist Evolution Tnt gun. Remember, pertains to the Aura Allure too, or the Norvell. You know, any plastic guns that look like this video pertains to those. Just remember that if you have a gun and it's not spraying properly, or it's spraying and then not spraying, and then spraying and then not spraying, remember one of these things too. If your gun is all of a sudden, you know, you're spraying a client and then all of a sudden the gun stops in mid-spray and it's like, whoa, what happened? Which we never want to ever have to experience that, but sometimes it happens. If that happens, unscrew your cup, check the straw underneath to make sure it's good. It's, you know, connected on there. It's not loose. Also, check the nozzle here. If this nozzle here is loose, that could also affect spring too as well. And I say this because I've experienced that in the past, and it's like, oh, there's the fix. So just remember those things. All right, guys, I love you all, and I did post something before about a Facebook Live and what topics you wanted to talk about, and I'm going to pick one of those, and we will definitely talk about those. And also, I need to give away that machine I talked about back in, oh, good lordy, I feel guilty about that one. But I did have a live before, and it was about giving away a spray tan machine. It was as is, you know, but I will go ahead and find that one, and I do apologize for the delay on that one. Been just so super busy with everything, but I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go ahead and pick a winner for that spray tan machine. So happy I got to meet you in person too. You're the sweetest lady. Thank you, Athena. Appreciate that. And you too, enjoy your day too, if you have a day off. All right, guys. Love you all. If you guys have any questions on anything, please let me know. I'm always here to help you all. Just holla. All right, have a wonderful Saturday. Enjoy your day. Bye.